Welcome back to the Fantasy Funday podcast, everybody. This is our top 20 tight end show. Number 1, Kyle Pitts. Yes, I expect the rookie who's never taken a snap during a regular season game in the NFL to be the number 1 tight end. I actually think he's going to work more as a number 1 wide receiver, a 1A to 1B, him and Calvin Ridley. Kyle Pitts, number 1. Travis Kels, this is pretty much chalk. Travis Kels is by far the most highly drafted tight end, and he is number 2 on my list behind Kyle Pitts. Number 3, Mark Andrews. I'm expecting a big bounce back year for Andrews. I think Lamar Jackson and the Ravens in general are going to be very strong this year, and I think Mark Andrews should lead the way for them receiving. Number 4, George Kittle, big-time stud tight end for the San Francisco 49ers. He plays a big part of that run game, opening it up for them. Number 4 on my tight end list is George Kittle. Number 5, Darren Waller. He's essentially the number 1 wide receiver there in Oakland. It seems to be a theme in the NFL with tight ends becoming essentially default number 1 wide receivers. That's Darren Waller, my 5th tight end this year. Number 6, Rob Gronkowski. He showed what he has the other night. I think it's only going to get better from here, if it can. Number 7, Robert Tonyon. This is Aaron Rodgers' safety valve. He got 11 touchdowns last year. Somehow he's not in the top 10 on everyone's draft board. I do have him at number 7 on mine. Robert Tonyon, tight end, Green Bay Packers. Number 8, Noah Fant. Started to come on really strong last year. I think this is Noah Fant's year. I have him as a number 8 tight end. Number 9, Dallas Goedert. Very strong player. Big things ahead of him in Philadelphia. Number 10, Gerald Everett. I like him as a player, but I like the offense he's in more than I like him as a player, which should help him help you on win your fantasy team. Maybe not win your league, but get close if tight ends get shy there. Number 11, Mike Gesicki. Very underrated Miami Dolphins tight end. I like his game a lot. He seems to know how to catch touchdowns. He seems to know how to get around those DBs that are trying to cover him. Number 11 on the tight end list, Mike Gesicki. Number 12, Jonnu Smith. He left Tennessee. He's now up in New England alongside of Hunter Henry, which we'll get to. But number 12 on my list is Jonnu Smith. I expect Jonnu Smith and Henry to work as the default, in a weird way, 2 tight ends, as the default lead wide receivers. I know Jacoby Myers is there. Nelson Aguilar is banged up right now. We don't know if he's going to play tomorrow. So I like Jonnu Smith as well as Hunter Henry, which we'll get to. But Jonnu Smith, my number 12 tight end. Number 13, Detroit Lion, TJ Hockenson. I don't love the Lions this year, but I do like TJ Hockenson. But I can't put him higher than 13 because of the team he plays on. Number 14, I've seen him go undrafted a lot. I like his team. I like his quarterback, Austin Hooper. He was a big-time tight end target in fantasy leagues over the last few years. Really fell off this year. You're going to grab him at a value, and you could probably still get him on your waivers for that matter. Number 15, we already talked about him. Hunter Henry, the teammate of Jonnu. They should work as the default top wide receivers for that team on a move-forward basis, the Patriots. Number 16, Tyler Higbee. I like his team. I like his quarterback. I think he's got a good setup. He'll probably finish higher than 16th, but that's where I'm gonna put him for this show. Number 17, Logan Thomas. Pretty decent setup. Curtis Samuel's out this week. We don't know how long he's out. Not a lot of mouths to feed there in Washington on the receiving end. Logan Thomas will act as a default receiver over there as the number 1 tight end. Evan Engram, most likely not going to play tomorrow. Big-time talent. He will be back this year. If you can get him and you need a tight end, go grab him. Number 19, Jared Cook. I like his game a lot. He's had a lot of game for years. Seems to fall in and out of fantasy favor, but I think he's going to stick this year. And number 20, last but not least on my list, a rookie for the Pittsburgh Steelers, Pat Freiermuth. Pat is a beast. Pat can catch touchdowns. Pat showed us that in the preseason, and my guess is Pat is going to be a top 10 tight end come next year's fantasy drafts. Getting ready for Sunday. Enjoy yourselves. Looking forward to the podcast next week and seeing you all there. Have a great weekend.